Bam. Where are you going? Good gosh. Must be a sunfish. You fighting like one. Nope. See all the circles he was making? He was running around in circles. Good, look how fat they are. Guys, I'm going to tell you what. Crappie are hard to catch right now on this lake. Stop. I'll get you off. Gotcha. This is a Stinger Junior. I'm using a lot of small baits. He's right at 10. He's fat as can be. That's why I'm using a lot of the small baits. Y'all probably watching a lot of videos going, man, Dennis, you just using a lot of little baits. Well, and some of you have commented back too, hey, I'm doing good on the bug. I'm doing good on the little bit. I caught a couple of little bits this morning. It doesn't seem to matter. Just launched a small bait right now. I've thrown some bigger baits and they don't pay any attention to them at all. You see it's a couple fish here hanging on a tree right here. That's where he came from. There's a bunch under this dock, but they won't pay attention to me at all. I'm gonna just killed a bug on me. I'm gonna go back here in a minute and get after them and see if I can get them to hit. But they've had plenty to eat the last month. Shad are everywhere. I done seen so many shad this morning. I just had a bump. I seen him right here. See him hitting it right there. See that fish that's on top? There's my bait going down below him now. Like I say, you just gotta get one that's interested because you see how fat they are. They're getting plenty to eat. And they're just like me and you. When they got plenty to eat, and you sit down and eat a big meal, and the wife says, well, I got cake. You go like, oh, I don't have no room for cake. And you go, she says, oh, I got cake. I got ice cream to go with it. And you know, you're going like, oh, that sounds so good. And you know what you do? She cuts a little piece and puts a scoop of ice cream on and slides it over in front of you. And you go, all right. That's where the crappie are right now. If you don't put the cake and ice cream right in front of them, they won't hit it. They might slide up and check it out because they got plenty to eat. And they've been stuffing up. That's a baby. That's probably the smallest one I've caught for a long time. So I can't control that kind of. But I'll see if I can catch a couple more of these right here off this log, and then I'm gonna try a couple. If y'all look in the corner right here, see the dock post coming down. See that chatter? That's crappie right there. So it's 21 foot to where I'm setting. Now the dock is at 12 foot, as you can see. It starts at 12 foot and they're right there. So I mean, they're not real deep. The top of these crappie right here is 8 foot, the top of them. They're not real deep, but they're still back under this dock towards shade, okay? The channel's right here, a lot of shad are running through here. That's what they like. Here in the next couple of weeks, the shad will start running the creeks. I was in the creek this morning, and there's some shad in there, and I caught a couple fish in the creek, but they're small. And it's not but a few. But as this water starts cooling a little bit, see it's 80 here now, it depends on how much current they run to. It fluctuates between 78 and 80, but it's about 82, 83 back in the creek. It was like 84, 85, so it's coming down a couple degrees. It was 68 this morning. So this is 1st September. As this starts cooling, they'll start moving back to the creeks again. Somebody asked me the other day in a comment, they're going like, you fish the docks year round? No. I can tell you in a few months, let's say November, they won't be on the docks. They'll be on the docks through October most of the time. It depends on the water temperature now. You can't set a date. You can't set a day. It's on the water temperature. When the water temperature gets right, they'll leave the docks, guys. They're on the docks now for mainly for shade. And as the water gets the right temperature, they'll leave the docks. And you won't find any on docks in winter months. They'll be out here in the channel. And they're roaming groups, schools in the channel. And they'll stop on anything, you know, stumps. It doesn't matter. Just something they can hang around a little bit. Bam. All right, guys, I switched docks on you. Like I said, they're very tough, and once I catch 2 or 3, they quit on me. It's a decent fish. All right, this is a Stinger Junior. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I'm fishing a Stinger Junior. Like I said, I've been using the small baits lately because that's what I'm catching fish on. It seemed like anything with any size to it, they don't want. Now this is the killer color I'm throwing. I've got them in different colors. I just happened to pull the killer color out. I've had some on the site on Killer and Tadpole Jr. and Tweety Bird. I sent some out in the Tweety Bird this week. Like I said before, some of these dual colors and some of these baits I'm not going to make again in some of these smaller baits because they don't shoot good. I'm trying to move everything into the LC shad that I can. The Tweety Bird is one that I might, if I keep making the dual colors and anything, it probably will be the Tweety Bird because it works so well in it and it shoots so well in it. And I can make 40 at a time. I got 2 molds. These little molds, the Stinger Juniors, I can only make 20 at a time. And I said this many a times, they don't come out good. Their little noses don't fill out, and out of the 20, I'm lucky if I get 15 that I can sell y'all guys. So that's what it's all about too, you know. Look here, it's got to be a bass. Nope. I was reeling back in. Did y'all see that? I was reeling back in the cast again. Now I just left the dock where, like I say, where I caught 2 or 3, and the last 4 or 5 casts, 6 casts, 8 casts, whatever. The last cast, I was there for a good little bit after the last one. That's what I'm saying, I reckon. I never got a bite. I can see them. I can watch the live scope, but I can see them move once in a while. See, these are right there. And see how they came out in front of the dock? That's the dock post, that long thing right here. They were all right there when I made the cast. So this group is active. And that's why you got to move sometimes. That's why you hear me say I moved. But once I catch 2 or 3, if they quit on me, I'm not going to sit there for hours and just cast and cast and cast. Now, like I said, I made about another 6 or 8 casts after that last crappie. And nothing. I went to another dock. I never caught a fish at. There wasn't many there. There was probably only about 15 or 20 there. I made about 10 casts. They followed me a couple times. None of them ever even bumped me or anything. Oops, hit the post. And I left. Okay, I like this group of fish. I threw up under there, up way up beneath the dock, and turned the handle about twice to see my line jump. Oh, this is a nice one too. Bam. Oh yeah, I really like this group of fish. This is the nicest one I've caught. Man, he's crazy too. Come on. What do you think of that one, guys? Woohoo! All right, guys, I don't know how much of that y'all seen. I flipped the fish up on the boat, netted him, dropped the fish right here like this in my net, and my camera died. So I don't know. I done that the other day and I didn't get anything, but when I edited, I went, gosh, I didn't get any of that. There you go. Isn't that a nice fish? Again, I'm throwing the Stinger Junior, and this is it's 1.5 inch bait. And this is the Killer color, just a blue. It's just a blue boy color, okay, with a pearl belly. And this one didn't come out good. Got more pearl than it does blue. That doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna switch colors here. I'm just kind of fishing with the Stinger Junior. I could say I think there's still some on the site and in the Junior baits. I know it's still about 5 bags right now in the Tweety Bird, because I looked the other day and I sold some this week, and I was in that box. But that's probably the only color I'm continuing to make them in. I'm probably gonna run a sale. Did I say sale? Yeah. And there's about 4 colors I'm gonna do away with this year. And there's colors that when I run out, I'm not gonna restock. And like I said, a lot of the dual colors, I'm gonna move to LC shad, maybe the Tweety Bird, and maybe the tadpole, full-size tadpole. I might make a few of them in. He shoots really good. Wow. He acting like he's a horse. When you don't have a 2-pound test, you just hold on sometimes. He is a nice one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been saying in some of the videos, guys, when the water starts cooling down, I'll start catching some bigger fish. I was just talking about that with somebody last week. They said, you ain't catching big fish. I said, no, I've been 11 inches, but it's as big as I'm catching them. Bam. Bam. I don't have my box with me, guys. This is the flash color in the Stinger Junior. Wow. Guys, that's a nice one. He's 13.5 probably. All right. Wow, he's probably 1.25 pounds. If somebody said, you been catching anything over 1 pound? I go, no, about 1 pound, but that's 1.25 pounds probably. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Thought he had some shoulders on him. He putting the hammer on that old light rod and that 2-pound test, wasn't he? All right, that tickles me, guys. I haven't caught many fish today. Well, I'll say many. I've probably caught 12, which is usually I catch 30 a trip and better. This is Flash Junior. Yesterday, I think I caught 15 or 16. Now, I didn't fish till 10 o'clock, okay? I only fished from 7 to 10. And today, I'm not gonna fish much longer either. It's 9:45 now. I'll probably fish till 11. But this is Friday before Labor Day. Y'all noticed I haven't seen nobody else fishing. There was one other boat at our ramp, and I know him. He's bass fishing. I know where he's at. He's in the river end, because he told me he's been catching some nice bass up there. So I know where he's at. But there's not many people fishing, because not many people will come to the lake and try to fish on this weekend. Now, there'll be some people out tomorrow that come in to visit folks. You know, first time they come to the lake all year, you know, that type of thing. Cousins, aunts, and uncles. Come on down to the lake on Labor Day weekend. And they'll get out and fish in kayaks and canoes, and if they got a bass boat, you'll see them. They'll be out in the morning. But this being the Friday before, a lot of them are traveling and not here yet. Or a lot of them still working today. They'll get off soon and take off. That's why I thought I better get out this morning and see if I can make a video. Well, guys, this is the best I've done here this year. Back in the spring, I caught quite a few fish here. I mean, I'd stop here and make a video in this dock, but for this time of year, it's the best I've done here this year. I was here last weekend and caught 3 or 4. I usually catch a couple here, but like I've been saying, if y'all notice, you'll see a dock and I catch 2 or 3 fish and it changes. It's because they quit on me. And like I said, the last dock I was out, I didn't catch any. You got to find something that's feeding too. You're not going to make them bite. I don't care if you got a live scope. It don't change anything. Your live scope does not change the fish attitude. If he's not going to bite and he's not in the mood to eat, that live scope doesn't change a thing, guys. I promise you. That's a decent fish right there. He's probably 10 1/8. All right, guys, that's on the flash color. So I've been doing good on the killer color and the flash color. The flash color's done good, hasn't it? I've only made about 5 casts with it. It's just if y'all got clear water, this is the color that you need. Now, it looks like smoke, but see how it has a blue tint to it? I put blue highlight powder in it, and it's got silver and gold flake in it. So it gives it an unusual color. It looks like a little minnow, doesn't it? All right, y'all see that dimple in it right there? That's why I put it in my bag. It's got a dimple. If you get one with a dimple, okay, or they call them dents, guys, it's because the the plastic cools off and does that. See there? I've caught a big crappie and a small crappie on one with a dent in it. So you get one with a dent. I just proved something to you, didn't it? It doesn't hurt them. Y'all hear me say that when I make them. If you got a little dent or something like that in them, I promise you the crappie does not care that dent's there. They don't go, I ain't biting that one. It got a dent in it. If it looks like food, they're going to bite it. All you got to do is fool them and make it look like a food or something they might be interested in. Don't work it too fast. Don't work it too hard. I'm throwing it back under there, letting it sink about 3 foot, and I'm reeling it slow, and I stop once in a while. And guys, I don't shake my rod. Let me drop this spade off. I don't shake my rod like that. I just pick my rod up. Just pick it up. Then I let it back down a little bit, then I reel again. What I'm doing this with that bait. I'm swimming it. I'm making it come up slowly. I don't do it fast like that. I do it slowly. I just slowly pull my rod. If y'all watch, you see me doing that when I'm talking to you, working the bait. I pull it up slowly, then I let it back down slowly, so it does like this under the water. Then I reel a bit more. A minnow don't swim in a straight line back to the boat. Anything in the water that's live does not swim in a straight shot. Crawfish, they're everywhere, right? Minnows are everywhere. Shad are here like this. They're everywhere, all right? Especially if something gets after them, if other crappie get after them. See, so when this minnow's coming through there, or you think you're treating this like a minnow, right? It's not gonna come through in a straight line, because you got other crappie there. He's gonna be getting out of the way of them, so he's gonna be moving. That's why I want to go up and down. When you bring it up, it might look like another crappie was after him, see? So then you drop it, looks like he's gonna go down to hide. That's why you want to move it around. Don't reel it back in a straight shot. All right, guys, bam, next cast. All right, I like this school. Is it another bass? No, it's crappie. He made a circle with the boat too. That's a nice fish. I'm boat flipping them on 2-pound test. Dude, I didn't realize you was that big. I wouldn't have done that to you. I'm like that. Yep. Well, that's what I said. I said I'm gonna have to lay him down before he breaks my line, guys. There's how they break your line. Flopping. See here, he broke my line. Flopping in the air like that, they'll break your line. Your line is hitting the dock, it's weak anyway. All right, bug on my leg. I should have grabbed the other part. All right, I got it. Get out here. Used to fish and knock a fly off my leg. You ever do that? I used him for a tool, didn't I? That's a nice fish there too, guys. He might not be 11, but he's right at 11. All right, guys, I'm gonna move to another dock. I could probably catch a few more here, but I'm about ready to head in anyway, so I'm gonna make a circle to another dock here. And I think I'm gonna stop at me running through my mind here. One over here, 1, 2. 2 more docks, and I might check out an underwater tree that I haven't fished since May. I hope I got that fly. He's pestering me. All right, let's go see what we can do. Bam. All right, guys, I moved to another dock like I said I was going to do. Come here. I netted him because he had me hung up for a second. This dock has braces on it. Yeah, and that's why they like it. Good gosh. You think he wanted it? Wow. This is a job for Mr. Crappie. And you take it. All right. See, that thing has a V in the nose of it. I had to pop it right loose. He's about 10 inches. All right, that was on Blue Boy, guys. Okay. Blue Boy and the Stinger Junior. Okay. Bam. All right, come on. Oh, I know, you're a monster. You are a nice one. Good gosh, I don't realize how big they are sometimes to pick them up and swing them. Come right here. Gotcha. He's about 10 and he's pretty good size one, ain't he, guys? He's probably over 10. Oh boy. He's in that tough part. I got it. I tell you, this little 6 hook does a good job. I hear people go like, oh, I want a size 2 hook. Well, you're not gonna put a size 2 in these little 1.5-inch baits. That's a 6. A 6 works great. If you're gonna order some of them, guys, I've got 6 hooks. All right, and that's a 1/32, what I'm using. If you pitch around docks and stuff, you don't need a heavy weight. Bam. Come here. You're fighting hard for no bigger than you are. All right, guys. I got a different color jig head on. He nailed it too, because I showed y'all. I said I think a couple of these fish were bass. Well, one of them hit me. He's about 9. One of them hit me, and I fought him for a good little bit. Got him coming toward the boat, coming out of the slip right there. And I told you this thing's full of braces. Crossed the boat slip, and he made a left turn at that last post, and everything stopped. I went over there, stuck my rod back in the slip, got him off. Then he went this way, down through the dock that way. And I got 2-pound test on that rod. This one has 4. That had 2-pound test, so I'm just holding on. And he started taking line, so I stopped my spool. I got some back on him, and he hung me up again. So I couldn't move him, he couldn't move me. So we fooled around like that for a little bit, so finally I said, that's it. And I just pulled the harness, couldn't broke it, because I wasn't gonna get him in anyway. All right, guys, there you go. Stinger Junior, even bass like him. I think I've got 2 bass in the boat I can think of right now, because I'm sure that was a bass. The way he was fighting, he was mean. But when the fishing's tough, it's been tough the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've been doing really good on the junior baits. That's what's been doing the best. The tadpole, the stinger, the bug. So there you go. If you're having trouble catching fish and the fishing's tough, don't be afraid to downsize. All right, you can check them out on the site. I got the juniors and the so I got four 1.5-inch baits: bug, junior stinger, junior tadpole, and the little bit. Okay, and see if you can find something there, a color that you like that'll work on your lake. and fishing when it's tough. You need a number 6 hook. I use a 1/32 around the docks. You want to fish deeper, I have them in a 1/16, okay? Dennis, Fishing Lake Country, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, we'll see y'all next time. See ya.